Did you know when it comes to relationships, sometimes we have a different reality and a different way that we look at things when it comes to the game, gentlemen. And I want to talk to you and show you that it's not actually what you're feeling. What you're feeling right now is a reinforcement of the reality that you're in versus the one that I want to create for you, or the one to show you how to build for yourself, basically. You see, in life, guys, you have to understand that we are going to lose things all the time in life. We're going to lose jobs. We're going to lose opportunity. We're going to lose money. We're going to lose people. We're going to help. Hey, we're even going to lose our keys, our wallet, and our remote control. And I'm not trying to be funny in this situation, but I'm just saying it's inevitable that those things are actually going to happen. But here is where most guys go wrong, and how they look at the loss is one of the most important things, because at the end of the day, you have a choice of how and when the loss is going to hit you. You can either mourn the loss or the breakup, or it's going to sound crazy, you can celebrate it. You see, the thing about being a man is that I don't mourn what isn't worthy of my world at all. I protect my mindset, I protect my kingdom, I protect my throne, and most importantly, I protect myself. And a breakup doesn't make me collapse or anything like that. It confirms to me that someone just simply wasn't worthy of me or worthy of my time. It confirmed to me that someone wasn't built to be next to me or to get my time or get my attention. And if she fails at those things, she will be simply dismissed, not without tears, pain, or anguish, but with power. Because, gentlemen, a man knows this truth, and this is the truth that I want to tell you guys about, that there is no pain when you as a man are actually upholding the standards that you have for yourself. There's only sacrifice of what doesn't deserve to stay. And sometimes she is going to show you that she just doesn't deserve to stay in your world. But that's why it's important that you've got to start looking at yourself in the new reality we're trying to build for you versus the old one of conforming and running behind and feeling like she's the one for you. She's not the one. She's not worthy of you. Never. She's not worthy at all of you. And that's what you have to understand in this game. As I said before, you are going to lose things, and we do it all the time in life. But the one thing you're never going to lose as a man in this process of learning the beauty of who you are is yourself. And when you adapt this mindset and everything, breakups become more of a king decision. You're not losing love because you can't lose yourself. That's why women love to love us, and that's why women come back to us, because they'll realize without us or without you, she doesn't know what love is, and she can never find the love that you can give her as a man. And as I say, for some of you guys out there, once you start locking this in, this is going to be why she comes back to you versus you run behind her or feel something bad for her. Because when you look at the mentality, one thought, one mind, one way, you're not really losing anything. You're just actually cutting the dead weight. You're not heartbroken. You're just protecting your kingdom. And if somebody doesn't deserve you, they're just not there. And I get it. You feel it in your chest sometimes. And sometimes when the breakup happens or you're upset, you feel it in your heart and things like that. And right now, I'm not saying like tomorrow, but for right now, and I understand right now there is an emptiness, and right now you feel like something's missing. But here's actually the reality. It's not your heart that is actually broken, okay? It is just technically, it is your reality and your mindset under attack. See, all your life, unfortunately, from your self-concept of where you're at, you've always been taught to mourn things. You've been taught to ache and feel pain. You've been taught to beg for closure. You've never been taught that the most important truth of all of this is that no one's ever taken the time to tell you that you are actually the prize. She didn't walk away with your value, gentlemen. She didn't do that at all. And you allowed her into your life and into your world, and she just proved that she was unworthy of staying there. That, you know, that pain you're feeling is not actually pain. It is freedom when you look at it through a different interpretation. And it's a sign that, guess what? The pain is not actually pain. It's telling you that she's just not the one. So think about when you're sick, and I'm not saying kind of comparing women to throw up, but whenever you're sick and you're not feeling good, your body does something to get out the poison by making you throw up, so to speak. And I'm not saying women are a sickness or everything. I'm just saying that when you look at things, it's the same thing. It's just all of this is a reminder that you need to guard your kingdom better next time, and that's all. It's not your fault, and it's not you. But what you got to understand, these 4 things that I want to talk about to you guys out here, it is not, okay, listen, your loss will never be a loss. It will always be a reveal. And she didn't leave you. She just revealed herself. And that's the gift. It's not actually a wound, dude. And when someone exists in your life, okay, they're not taking anything from you. They're showing you that they never belonged in your world, okay, in the first place. And the pain that you feel right now is just a hint right now, gentlemen. It is a hint and a reveal of clarity. And that's where the power comes from when it comes to the breakup. You don't cry over things that are not worthy of you, okay? You use those things to upgrade who you are, okay? See, the problem with the average guy, which is cool right now because a lot of guys don't understand, is that you were taught in your reality to mourn things. But what I'm saying, I want to use this as power of understanding. See, the thing is when you can shift your perspective of why did she leave me to why was I tolerating someone that is beneath my standard, guys, that's when the shift there, that's when it actually changes. And it is a huge shift that every man must know for himself. The next thing is that she never really left you or broke up with you. She just exposed, unfortunately, your weak points. See, pain points, gentlemen, are actually pressure points that show you where your mindset needs more armor and you need to build more of the wall in that area. Okay, what hurts is not her, okay? That's not what it is. What actually should hurt you is the fantasy that you built around her. You unfortunately allowed her presence to validate you. And when she left, she took that illusion with her. And that's the thing that happens. And when she took that illusion, that's where a lot of you guys get caught up in that thing. As a man, you don't allow anybody to be the source of your power or anything because you are your own power source. And the thing in the solution for this mindset right here is you have to learn how to reclaim your power by actually understanding that your value was never tied into her staying. It is rooted in your standard, Gentlemen, strengthen that weak points that she exposed, and no other woman after her will ever be able to break you again. You become unbreakable at that point. And the next point I do want to say to you guys is that sacrifice is the price of the throne that you're sitting on, okay? Because at the end of the day, gentlemen, the perfect kingdom, you are the perfect kingdom. And as a king, you must make hard king decisions. And letting her go was actually one of them, or accepting her leaving, because women will leave from time to time. But as a man, one thought, one mind, one way, you have to learn to understand that not every woman is actually worthy of your empire, guys. And when she shows that she can't match the standard that you have of yourself, she's got to go, man. She's got to get going. I mean, there's no work around that. She's got to go, okay? And it's not because you're bitter or anything like that. It's because you're a wise man, okay? You don't fight for what devalues your world and your reality. And where most guys go wrong is what they do is that they try to negotiate the standard, where you don't do that. You know, the price of letting go without collapse is a strong thing that you can do, because you have to be able to take a moment to view every woman that leaves your world not as a loss, but just, hey, look, she was never a loss. She was just a liability to my world and my kingdom. See, when you have that different mindset, everything begins to shift, because you're actually not fighting the sacrifice or worried about the sacrifice or being hurt by the sacrifice. You're actually doing the one thing. You're making peace with the sacrifice or the woman being gone. And that is the currency of your greatness. Actually, after that, remember, you don't lose women, they lose you. I don't care if she breaks up with you or you break up with her. The real pain comes from when you didn't realize who you actually are. And that's the thing, gentlemen, from your new reality. You are always going to be the prize, the treasure, and the throne, gentlemen. And what happened is we got to learn how to flip the narrative, okay? She walked away. She broke up with you. No, She didn't walk away. She didn't break up with you or anything like that, gentlemen. This is powerful. Now, if you're sitting down, stand up. And if you're standing up, sit down. Because at the end of the day, as one thought, one mind, one way, she didn't break up or break up or lose you. She lost access to you. Okay, she lost the access to you, guys. And that means that she just couldn't keep up with the elevation of your growth, your focus, and your masculinity. And now that, guess what? She's got to settle for something lower. And that's the real loss. Where does she go when you're the standard? Where does she go when you're the guy? She can only go down. And that's why they're going to come back to you, because they're going to realize how much worth and value you have as a man. Because at the end of the day, you have to own your value, and you got to talk to yourself and repeat this to yourself daily, that if she left, she couldn't handle me. And listen to me, that's not arrogance. That's awareness. And from that awareness, gentlemen, you begin to build and align yourself, and you become more sharper, you become greater, and you become more of an exclusive individual that she's got to work to get and everything. So, gentlemen, the pain that you're feeling isn't your heart breaking at all, man, if you think that. It is just the beautiful thing about the game. It is just your crown being adjusted. Go ahead and let her go. Let the fantasy die. And let the man inside of you rise like I know he can rise in you. You never lost a woman at the end of the day. You just lost a liability, and you gained the most important thing in the process, and that's you. And that's all I want to say to you guys out here, man. And for the last thing I do want to say, guys, is that this pain that you're feeling isn't about her, okay? And we've got to stop making it about her. It's not about her, okay? It's all about the dates, unfortunately. It's about Make sure I get over. It's not about the dates. It's about the laughs, the late nights, or even the way she used to look at you like you were everything. No. What you're really mourning right now from your reality is just an illusion. The illusion that she was the one. The illusion that you felt safe in her arms. And the illusion that you gave enough, you loved enough, and you tolerated enough. And she just wasn't the one for you. You just have to understand in the game at the end of the thing, at the end of the day, guys, and I don't want to go too long in this, but this is a very important topic to discuss with you guys. But at the end of the day, we don't chase illusions, okay? We bury them. We don't spiral into self-pity when someone walks out, okay? We seize it. We're always going to see all this stuff as a test of our standard. And we know just because someone stood beside us, okay, just for a season of our life, doesn't mean that they belong in my world long time. Women have to work to get me. And I you know what? I get bored with women. I don't find them interesting unless they show me they need to be seen by me. And once you change that, you're going to open up in so many ways, because you didn't lose her. You just lost a distraction. You lost someone who couldn't handle your depth, and you lost someone who folded under the weight of your expectations. That's it. So let her go, okay? Don't let her go because of this numbness. No, let her go because you're awake now. You can see things clearly, okay? That woman just didn't have what it takes to stay in your orbit or anything like that. She didn't have what it takes to be somebody in your world, because you are somebody, and we just don't mess with nobodies. She was never meant to be beside you on your throne. Just remember that, okay? This person right here is just going to be a temporary character in your story at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, the moment she showed you she wasn't ready to grow with you, evolve with you, and rise with you, that, you know what, you do what men do, and you let her go, okay? So the pain that you're feeling right now is something that is temporary, and it is okay. And I promise you, you have lost a million things in your life, but the one thing you will never lose in the game is yourself, okay? Just remember that, okay? And from this day forward, if you realize what you are and love yourself, one thought, one mind, one way, you will see your worth and value, and you will stand on who you are, and remind yourself at the end of the day, you didn't lose anything. She just lost a chance to be a part of your legacy.